1,000! Right there! I can retire now. No. Alright, most of you probably don't really mind, don't really care too much about... there it is. This doesn't really faze you, and it might not mean a lot. I mean, it's a very tiny number, but I'm very, very, very over the moon, blown away by this. I'll be honest. Optimistically, I always thought it was going to happen. Pessimistically, I really didn't actually ever believe that. So thank you to everybody who's jumped aboard this drum nerd family and community. Can't wait for the next 1,000, the next 10,000. Can't wait to have us all take over the world. So, Jost Nickel, if you're not sure, he is incredible. So this is at him. This is him at PASIC 2016. Let's get into it. Love that sound already, that Vic Scrubble. Scribble. Can we just appreciate how fantastic that bass drum sounds? Oh my god. Jost, honestly, you're about to see a masterclass in excellence. Jost is incredible. But that bass drum... See that how he kind of offset, he displaced his top half from his lower half. In other words, he's displaced what he's done on the snare against the bass drum. It's fantastic. Do it again. Oh, those flams. Gorgeous. Right, we're watching that again. I got no idea. He's just the ability to be able to know that he can hit that stick and get it perfectly controlled and catch it. That's excellent. Oh. Honestly, what I'm going to do, everybody, I'm not going to stop and point out everything that he does that is amazing, because I would never get the video finished, because literally, as you can see there, every note of every bar is just a different thing. Holding into the ride cymbal so that it kills the sound, but you get a bit more sustained from it, because that stick will still be absorbing some of those vibrations, to the instant choke on the crash just before, to the stick tapping, to the bouncing of the stick and controlling it, hitting that heavy enough to get it to rebound by itself, but not heavy enough so that it flies off the snare, but also hitting it in the right space of the stick so that it can actually bounce. There's so much to analyze here. It would take way too long, and I mean, next week I'd probably be finishing. So, we're not going to do that. We're just going to get right into it. But before we do, also, do understand, I'm doing a studio in my house, so I will be doing 1 week drum videos for me, and another one in that same week of reviews like this, and other bands that you send me. So it'll be a review a week, and it'll be a drum thing from me a week. 2 videos a week. You're welcome. Man's so good at the drums, he plays the rims. Oh, got a little bit of a JoJo Mayer sound going on there. That you just have to appreciate that foot control, because he's obviously changing the subdivisions of his hands, but that bass drum isn't really, because he's keeping that foot ostinato. It sounds, I could be horribly wrong, but that foot ostinato, or it's slightly deviated, so it's kind of gone away, but the approach that he takes to it is still very soft, punchy, but not massively aggressive and hyper and all over the place, which is exactly what he wants his hands to do, which they are doing. He's subdividing that into, I wouldn't even begin to profess to know, but for example, it could be that he's shifted that up to a 30-second note, but kept everything else under that. And so it's going a lot quicker, but everything else, that doesn't mean that it has to speed up at the same time, if you see my point. He's still holding time. It's hard to explain. I can't explain myself at the best of times. But it's very, very, very tricky to do. He's a master. Can we actually take note, real quickly, a bit of a drum set homage to John Bonham? That looks like a bottom-mesh sized bass drum. You've got what looks like a 16 by 16, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's either a 16 by 18 second floor tom or an 18 by 18. But I'm more likely to say that it's a 16 by 18. But then you've got that one rack tom there, quite large. That's probably either a 12 or a 14. Point being, it's a bit of a, I'm not in Jost's head, but you can see the Bonham style kit there. So yeah, just make a note of that. I hope you noticed that he was playing all that with one stick upside down. Again, I'm not seeing his left foot move, so I want to say he's doing that with his right foot, but that, again, it's coming so quickly. He might be slowing it down. I'm going to just scrub back a little bit. I want to say he's doing some form of rolling triplets with the bass drum in the hands, albeit with twos on that foot, so he's getting a double, but in a triplet phrasing. Again, could be totally wrong, but I'm just blown away by that. Yeah, that's just trippy. Did you see how delicate he can go after going really ham? He's got such dexterity and dynamic ability to get that. Just his dials are incredible. His internal dials. Right there. He's getting that hand, foot, kind of single stroke roll, Colin response thing going on. I love that. It's so hard to do. to get them to accurately line up, you've got to get your hand to move as fast as your foot and vice versa. And so you might have blazing fast chops on the hand, and you might also have blazing fast feet on the pedals, or on the pedal, depending. But to then make them touch each other and connect and go, hey, how's it going? Yeah, all right, we're doing that. Cool. Let's both go. It's really, really hard to get them to both be on the same sheet. You can have them do it independent, but to get them to connect together and move, it's really, really hard. At least I'm finding it hard. I've been working on that for a while now. It's beautiful. That was beautiful too. Nice! Oh, it's such like a lazy, falling apart beat, but on purpose. It's beautiful. Nice! Get in there, Jost! Give me another one of them. That'll do, auxiliary. Yes! Oh, see? When you just bury the stick into that auxiliary hat, splash hat sort of deal, it just kills it but keeps it alive a bit. You must have heard that. It sounds beautiful. Ah, now he's taken off a bit. Oh! God, I just want to have a beer with this guy and understand why he's so good. Oh, see, and you also have to make note, he's doing that rudiment, for argument's sake, let's call it a paradiddle. I'm pretty convinced it's not, but it is a rudiment, and I don't have the time to break all that down right now, but he's doing that, but he's doing it between the body and the bell of that ride, and what appears to be some form of the different sounds, different shapes, spaces on that hi-hat. But to get that articulation, to get that accuracy, with that speed, on very tiny little surfaces differencing between the bell and the body, and he's not even looking at it. That's why come you know he's so good. His hand just knows where to go and he doesn't even have to look. Ah! Oh, come on. Right there is why you know this is incredible. He started like this, he's bringing it back to this. Oh, absolute genius. I don't even know what that was! But it was so good! Right. So... So, you know that he started with sticks, on rims, very gentle. Okay, here we go. How's it going, guys and gals? Here we are. And then he went boom, and then he's come right back to that. That is a drum solo sandwich. That is incredible. Here's your bass. Here's all the goodness. Here's the top. He brought it all together. He tied it all up. Jost, if you're watching, please send me an email. I would love to find out and pay you any amount of monies for lessons. Oh my God. It's just there are drummers that you want to play like. I want to be able to play like Jost. I want to be able to play like who I play like, myself. I want me to come through, which it does, but I want that added seasoning, if you will, of Jost. Honestly, drum nerds, welcome again, and thank you for all of this wonderful support getting us where we are. But if you don't know much about Jost, or if this is the first you're hearing, I'm going to stick a bunch of his kind of links in the description of his website, other videos, or at least just this video, and just stuff about him so you can check him out. I got to sign off there. I got to get ready for work. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking it out. We've done it! We did it, Mom! You're not on anyone. Nobody's watching this at this point at all. I see the analytics. You stop at the end of the video of the drums. So there we are. Happy Wednesday. Have a great day. Stay safe. And to everybody watching in the world, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. And I thank you very much. Keep your stick on the ice.